Hello everyone. This year for electrical from signal subject, 3 1-mark questions and 3 2-marks roughly, of course. Some questions are linked to networks and signals were asked. Let us see the details. The first question that was asked is from Fourier transform, basic question only. Consider a continuous time signal x of t is defined as this 1 minus mod t for mod t less than or equals to 1. What is 1 minus mod t meaning? Mod t is plus t for positive time, minus t for negative time. So when you draw, it is a symmetrical triangle. When you draw, it is a symmetrical triangle. And its Fourier transform is denoted as capital X omega. What is asked? What is the maximum magnitude of X omega is the question. You are aware, rectangular pulse Fourier transform is SAS spectrum. When you take a symmetrical rectangle like this, the respective spectrum is SAS spectrum. Convolution of two equal length rectangular pulses is a triangle. Convolution of two equal length rectangular pulse is triangle. When you convolve this rectangle with itself, it is producing this triangle. So when you perform convolution in time, what is going to happen in frequency domain? Multiplication. So the spectrums are multiplied. SA square omega by 2, it can be also written in sinc form, sinc square omega by 2 pi. So when you draw, roughly the curve is like this, it will have maximum magnitude at 0, that is 1. As limit extends to 0, sin x by x is 1. Similarly, SAS square is also, limit extends to 0, sin x by x is 1. SAS square function also will have maximum amplitude of 1. That is what the question. The maximum magnitude of x omega is 1. Very basic question asked. This is also another fundamental question. Two discrete time LTI system with individual impulse response are given. If they are cascaded, what is the overall impulse response? Normally, blocks in series or cascade connection means it is convolution of individual blocks. H1n convolved, H2n. After writing the expressions, how to perform this convolution? What is the property we need? Convolution property of impulse xn convolved del of n minus n naught is x of n minus n naught. Convolution property of impulse. By applying that property, if we do simplification, this is the result. By applying that property, if we perform simplification, this is the result, which is second option. Suppose if you did not get this way, the idea, the alternative solution is convolution in time domain is multiplication in the z domain. Multiply h1z and h2z. Take z transform of h1 of n. What is z transform? Z inverse plus z. What is the z transform for h2n? 1 plus z inverse. Just multiply the answers. After doing multiplication, this is the resultant h of z. Take inverse z transform. For that, what we need? Z transform for a delayed impulse is z power minus n naught, from which also we can decide the answer. In the time domain, you have to convolve them. In the transform domain, it is product. By any method, the answer is same. By any method. It is another beautiful question that was asked for you this year from Fourier transform topic. Excellent question. What is mentioned is f of t is an even function. So even function condition we know ft equals to f of minus t, and the respective Fourier transform definition is also given. Suppose the given function is satisfying this condition and capital F0 is 1. What is the meaning of capital F of 0? Spectrum at origin is 1, which is nothing but area under the signal. Spectrum at origin is 1. Then what is the nature of the function at origin? What is f of t? Small f of t, nature of the signal at origin. Okay, according to the given information, it is application of two forms of differentiation property. First one is indicating which differentiation property for us? Time differentiation. Lower one is representing what? Frequency differentiation. When you apply these two properties, then only you can say the answer. What is d by dt? Fourier transform, j omega. When you take d by d omega, it corresponds to minus jt. So, if you observe the given data for d by d omega, it corresponds to what, sir? When you take d by d omega in the time domain, we are writing minus jt. But when you take minus omega, f omega, it corresponds to minus 1 by j d by dt ft. Of course, 1 by j is written as minus j. After cancellation, this is the new expression that is formed, d by dt f of t equals to minus t into f of t. When you look at equation 1 and equation 2, they are looking like same or not? When you look at equations 1 and 2, they are looking like same. So the chance is for Gaussian function. In the time domain and spectrum domain, the expressions are looking like same, means the chance is for Gaussian function. Just recollect, standard Gaussian function formula is what? Fourier transform of Gaussian e power minus at square. You are aware Gaussian function is a bell-shaped curve which is even function or not? It is a even function. So the standard Fourier transform is that one. Based on that, f of t for the given data is obtained as this answer, for which this is the respective spectrum. Capital F of 0 is 1, already given. Capital F of 0 is 1. If I replace omega 0, answer is 1. So as this is f of t, what is signal value at origin, sir? 1 by root 2 pi, definitely less than 1 or not? So to answer this question, you must be thorough with what? Gaussian function Fourier transform. Gaussian is a even function. You must be thorough with Gaussian function Fourier transform. Another background we need is what? Application of differentiation property, both forms of differentiation. Okay, slightly different model. Slightly different. Next question was is on fundamentals of signals. If the input and output are described by this relation, is it linear or non-linear? Is it time invariant or variant? Maximum of x of t. Maximum of x of t or minimum of x of t, that itself indicates they are non-linear, because maximum of sum of signals is not equals to scaled version of individual maximum of the signals. So they are failing our superposition principle. So it is non-linear operation, but we don't have any time dependency, so it is a time invariant operation. We don't have any time dependency, so it is time invariant. Finding out maxima or minima, they are considered to be non-linear operations. So the correct answer is what, sir, for the given question? Non-linear and time invariant. Okay, it is a fundamental model which we will discuss in the class. The Z transform of a causal signal is mentioned as z square into z minus a whole power minus 2. That can be written this way or not? Z minus a whole power minus 2 means 1 by z minus a whole square. Find out the time domain signal. Find out the time domain signal. I am writing the square as x into x type, z by z minus a into z by z minus a. You are aware of this basic formula. What is the standard one? A power n un is having z transform as 1 by 1 minus az inverse or z by z minus a. Take inverse of each term. Multiplication in z domain corresponds to convolution. A power n un convolved a power n un. What is the standard answer? A power n un convolved a power n un is n plus 1 times a power n un. It is another fundamental question that is asked from Z transform. So two questions from Fourier transform, one from Z transform, one from system, classification of systems. Certain easy models are given, but in the exam you may feel they are like logical questions.